Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Raccas here, and this is episode 68 of BURTON, ALBION Creamer. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're all having a lovely day. This is going to be the squad report for the end of the season. As you know, the regular season finished last episode, so hope you enjoyed that. We're going to be going into the pre-season next episode, so leave your comments for transfers down below. Now let's have a look at everybody. So Will White, our main goalkeeper, played 45 games for us this season, had 21 clean sheets. Incredible. 77 gone up for, still at 18 years old, valued at just under 5 million. We'll see if people are going to try and make offers for him in this transfer window. I'm pretty sure they will. But we've got a good backup in Owen King. He played 12 games, got 1 clean sheet this season. His stats are starting to really increase. 73 gone up 8 and is 18 years old as well. Henry Cooper is going to be our third goalkeeper for next season. We're going to get rid of Harry Campbell, even though he has the same rating. Obviously, Henry Cooper is an exciting prospect. His stats are very, very raw, so we'll focus training on him at 17 years old. And then Bunel on loan, I can't really fault him at all. 35 games, 2 assists, both to Tony Watt with headers in this season. Felt like he got more. His crossing's brilliant. He's 20 years old. We've got him on loan for another season, so we've got him for next year at least. Big John Massinho, leader of men. He's 32 years old, starting to see some decline, but I just cannot get rid of him. He is just too good. Status says a leader of men. I'm going to keep him for next season, see what we can do. Joe Gomez is on loan, tripped in with 1 goal this season, 11 clean sheets, and he's just brilliant. I'm going to try and get him back on loan next season to play alongside Massinho and Turner and Price. Those are going to be our main 4. Speaking of Turner, here he is. He's not showing any signs of degradation just yet. He's only 29 years old, so obviously him and Massinho are going to be the old bodies to try and bring through, like Price and Gomez, so that's good. And here's Harvey Price, 66, got up 6, 17 years old, nearly worth $1 million. And those stats are brilliant for a 17-year-old. Obviously, we've got to get him improved some more. I'd like his strength to go up, and I would like his acceleration to go up, but we'll wait and see about that. He's doing very well so far. Played 10 games for us, an average rating of 7.3. Tom Flanagan, he's been the one that's suffered the most with game time because of the emergence of Gomez and of Price. 26 years old, definitely going to keep him next season because he's definitely going to be useful if we pick up an injury. Kyle McFadden, 31 years old, not showing any signs of degradation yet, like Massinho. Definitely good to keep around the side. So we've got a good core of centre backs. Damien McCory, our starting left back, he's still increasing in still increasing in stats at the age of 28. Definitely going to keep him around the club. 33 games this season. Played alright. 1 game in the FA Cup, 5 in the Euro League. Definitely worthwhile to keep in the side. Alfie Harrison, he's still suffering with the injury. He's only played 1 game for us, but 61, age of 16. Sky's the limit with this kid. Ben Chilwell on loan. We're going to try and get him back on loan. He's just a brilliant prospect. Absolutely phenomenal. Next season, he's 73 at the minute. Next season, he's probably going to get to at least 76, 77. He's already better than McCory and Alfie Harrison, so he'll probably be our starting at Premier League left back next season. Keegan Pereira is transfer listed. He did well last season when we brought him in, but his stats are going down. I just won't get rid now. Dennis Willpower chipped in with 3 goals in 12 appearances in the Premier League. I mean, 1 appearance in the Euro League didn't really make an impact. Stats are brilliant. Going to try and get him back on loan again to push for the Premier League title next season. Henry Lewis, exciting prospect, 68, gone up 9 this season. Chipped in with 1 goal in the Euro League. Stats still don't look amazing. Considering he's a 66, 68 rated, stats don't look amazing apart from his marking, his standing tackle and his slide tackle. So we're going to have to work around that, but he's just growing everywhere. It's going to be brilliant. Hugo Azevedo, what can we say? He's chipped in with 11 goals this season. I think he's going to be our 3rd or 4th highest striker this season. Potential to be special. Just look at everything. Worth nearly 9 million. 76 rated, gone up 8. He is our star player behind Mbappe Lottin. Emre Moore, brought him in. He's been good. Used him more as a substitute. Obviously next year we're going to be moving Azevedo around a bit because obviously with his stats he can do that. Emre Moore, he is on loan. So we're going to try and get him back on loan again and give him another full season. Played 18 games, average rating of 7.1. Adrian Popper's transfer listed. Stats are going down. He's good in his first season. Didn't feel the same kind of player this season. Probably a little bit out of his depth. Jackson Irving, 72, gone up 2. He's just a solid player. He is just a really good player. Average rating is 7.6, 32 appearances this season. He is a starting midfielder. If Mousinho retires next season or gets injured, he's my pick to be captain. Abdulkadir Omar burst onto the scene for us with a goal in his debut, an absolute banger. 7.4, he's brilliant. And he's cheap wages as well. I'm going to try, he'll be the player that I'll try to buy this season, probably, but I'm going to try and get him on loan. Bruno Ferreira, potential to be special, 62 gone up 2, only played 1 appearance for us. Stats are good, but raw, needs some improving. Matthew Palmer, he's unhappy at the minute about his playing time. We've got a lot of good players in that centre midfield role. I want to keep him because he keeps growing. 71, only 23. He's just a good, solid player. Oscar Lee, left mid. We've got 2 young left mids. He's getting less game time than Jack Nicholson, who we'll see in a second. Stats are okay. Probably going to send him out on a short loan. Lloyd Dyer joining Shrewsbury. Stats are declining. Bye. Here is Jack Nicholson showing great potential. 65 gone up 7. Stats a little bit better than Oscar Lee. Got that little bit more pace. And the ball control and dribbling is just insane. Obviously, he's going to be our first choice, but if someone gives us a lot of money for him, we might send him out of the club and just build up Oscar Lee. Han Chan-hee chipped in with some important goals. He's on loan again. We're going to have to try and get him back on loan. He's growing so good, but he's just on the fringes of the team. He's obviously been a little bit down because of Jackson Irving being as good as he has been, but keep him in the side. We've got a lot of games next season. We'll need him in the club. Tyler Cook are going to be coming back from loan from Chesterfield. His stats are good, but we're going to send him out on a short-term loan again. Mbappe Lotine, what can we say? 19 goals this season. Should have probably got 20 in that game against Liverpool. 7.6 with 11 assists. That is insane. Stats are brilliant at 19 years old. The sky's the limit for this guy. Still, I keep saying this. I said this when we got him last in the middle of the season. I reckon that he's going to go for 100 million in real life. I really do. So we'll see what happens with him. We're going to try and get him back on loan next season. Hopefully Monaco seems surplus to requirements, so we'll be able to get him back. If not, we're going to have to look at other striking options. Tony Watt scored 12 goals this season, spread around the Premier League, Euro League. Just a solid player. I need to play more. I really do. If Mbappe doesn't come back, Tony Watt is going to be our leading strike force. But he's just good. He needs some more like technical stats because he's long passing, he's marking, crossing, standing tackle, slide tackle are all very poor. But everything else is solid. Not a bad player. Marvin Sordell, he's unhappy, but he scored 12 goals this season. Same with Tony Watt. He's a good player. Needs to up his finishing though. He really does to be that key level striker that we need. And then Joe Sparrow. Played 16 games for us. I'm going to try and get rid of him. He's just not as good as he felt in the first season. Even though he's 19, he's just not good enough. Then we've got Luke Varney. He's retiring at the end of the season. We got him his goal in the Premier League thanks to a penalty. Stats are going. Thank you very much for your services, Luke. And then to finish it off, we've got Ismail Yassar. Finally, he got a goal in the season against... Forget what goal he got, but he got 7 assists. We shared the assists around this season. Very happy about that. Pace is good. We'll try and get it back on another loan. Hopefully he'll do better next year. And that is the entire squad lineup. Let's have a look at our squad rankings. Who finished top in goals? I think you know who it is. Right, so this is the Premier League stats. The top goal scorer obviously for us with Mbappe Lotine, with Sordell, Watt, Azevedo, Han Chan-hee all scoring above 5. Our leader in assists was Mbappe as well. Just insanely good. Yellow cards, Jackson Irving. Did we get any reds? No, we didn't get any reds in the Premier League this season. But Mbappe is just too good. Hopefully we can get him back next season. If you've enjoyed this series and enjoying the channel, then hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you've not already. Got comments, concerns or improvements or transfer suggestions, please leave it in the comments down below. If you want to see more Burton Albion career mode, then just go say yes Burton, one more season in the comments down below. And let's get started for pre-season next episode. I've been Raccas and I'll see you on the next one. Tra.